Right guys, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. In today's video I'm going to show you a few new different bargain tree ferns that have arrived from Jungle in the Box as well as the Palm Tree Company. I'll show you them as they arrived and where they'll be going in the garden, of course, as well as prices of each towards the end of the video. I'm definitely addicted to tree ferns, that's for sure, and although places like B&M Morrison's have had quite a few decent plants in this year, I still find that some of the more rare and unique varieties online is going to be your best bet. You can see this area is really filled out this year, giving it a great jungle vibe, and I'm creating a small kind of fern canopy, as you can see. Still have a few plants to bring inside, but for now just kind of enjoying the garden as it is, just to kind of push plants and try and get them through as far as possible before we need to get them inside. Find the kind of least amount of time that we're protecting plants does kind of help aid the plant here. Just looking down the jungle path though, you can just see here kind of really filling in. Got to push through the plants now to get through. You can see this alocasia here, Zabrina, does need to go inside, but squeezing out the last few days before the frost. May get some sort of cold this coming weekend, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the forecast here. But let's just show you some of the new ferns that have arrived here. It was my first time ordering from Jungle in the Box, and as you can see, got a nice little note here along with it. Always nice to see for the smaller companies. You can just see as they arrive, really well packaged here, really to keep the kind of dirt in, make sure that we're not having anything fall out. It's always nice to see that they've been looked after and taken care of. Just as we come in here, just to show you the first one we've picked up here. So this is your Cyathea cooperi. So it's kind of a fast-growing tree fern, about even up to 6 to 8 inches a year, natural to the New South Wales area. Now with this particular one, as you can see, the new fronds come out quite interesting, kind of a darker hairs on this one. Now these can go down to about -3°C for the winter. Now with this one, Jurassic Garden Diary has done an experiment with the heat cable, was able to get that through, so very interesting to see. Check that out if you haven't checked that out. You can see a mature version here on screen now, and as you feel the leaves, it's a little softer than your Dicksonia Antarcticas, but again, with these sorts of plants, it should really rebound. Next to that, we've got the Cyathea Highland Lace. Now with this one here, it's also known as the dwarf willy tree fern. Now as you can see, kind of interesting orange hairs going all along the tops here. Now this is from the cool high elevations of the mountains of New Guinea, so the Cloud Mountains here. You can see a large version there. Now this again is another -3°C for the winter, so with these I will be protecting them, bringing them inside for the coldest of the nights here. You can see we don't really have any trunks on these, but again, for the price I wasn't expecting anything too big for that. Just see here, I love the kind of look of this fern. Looks very different among the rest, and next to it there you can just see the little hairs, if I can get it to zoom in properly, just on the new frond. Yeah, and really nice kind of, that will cover the plant for the majority of its sort of growth. Big new fronds on this as well. Looking down into it, you can just see kind of an interesting looking plant on all together there. Now with this again, I think I'm going to be bringing these inside to protect them. Next one here, we've got the Dicksonia fibrosa. Now again, this is your golden tree fern, or Wekiponga, otherwise known as. Now this is a medium-sized growing tree fern, more of a kind of spongy trunk. Now this is a lot more hardy, similar to your Dicksonia Antarctica. Now with this here, it can get down to about -5, -6°C. You just see the trunks are a little bit thinner, but again, you get that kind of spongy feel. Now if we come over and have a look at the Dicksonia Antarctica fronds in comparison, you can see it's a slightly more kind of darker green. Again, these are fully hardened off now at this point in the year, but with that said, you can just see kind of a slightly different fern frond, and the new fronds here again look slightly different as well. So one of the baby Dicksonias that we have here. Now just having a look, you can see a new frond just coming out on this baby one, and again very different to the other three I've just shown you, which again I like having the variety in the garden. Just kind of interesting, and again I'm trying to expand the kind of different species that I've got here. Another one to take a look at, this is your phlebodium aureum davana, almost kind of a ruffly blue star fern. Really unique, interesting foliage on that one. Quite a cool fern, and again, bargain I picked up there. That was from Morrison's, that one. Kind of goes nice. You can see the color difference that it provides against the greens. Another really cool one. There you can just see kind of from this angle here. Out, and we've just heard the door. I just want to show you this here. And wow, yeah, I was really impressed when the delivery arrived. This is from the Palm Tree Company. You can just see inside the van there. Proper jungle in a van. Really, really cool. So to show you here, this is our new 3-foot Dicksonia Antarctica. Now we do have quite a few of these in the garden as well, but just to see how it has been packaged and transported. Luckily this time of year they should come provided with fronds on. Now find the fronds can get really kind of mangled and things like that, partly because these get moved around. It's searching for the light, and while it's doing so, its fronds are going in all sorts of directions. That should kind of correct itself on the new flush. You can see now that I've removed the plastic tie, fronds have opened up here. Now, every tree fern from Dixonia antarcticus should have this sort of Tasmanian tree fern tag, just shows been sourced responsibly. Now, with the Dixonia antarctica, these can go down to almost sort of -10°C for short periods. One of the hardiest tree ferns that we can get, to grow in the UK. See, still giving it a water in here. Just want to show you, this is where the Cooperi has gone in temporarily. Use a little bit of moss to hide the pot. Again, keeping these in the pot, it'll be coming in for the winter. Again, just kind of giving it's kind of chance to get used to our climate a bit more, as these probably would have been grown from spore, greenhouse grown as well. You just see here for the fibrosa, that's gone on here, once again hiding that in the pot as well. Just again, so I can move it. Now this one I will get in the ground at some point, but I want to give it a year or two in the pot to grow, so I can still protect it there while it is small. And you can just see our Cyathea Highland lace gone in here as well. Of course, the Cyatheas, those will be kind of, greenhouse or kept inside somewhat permanently, as we really won't be able to protect that in place. And you can just see here where the Dixonia Antarctica's just gone in, put it just atop this water feature, and I think it's going to kind of benefit from the water below, giving it that high moisture and humidity here. Now you can see, unfortunately, I've had to use the blue zip ties to try and prop this up, which is a bit frustrating. I don't have the black ones in. I'm going to replace those with black and get a real good stake on the back, but just for now, temporarily, so I can get it into place. I've used those for now, and you can just see here, I think it adds quite a nice look off the back. Now, as this is lifted in the area, it does make the tree fern feel almost as if it's a 5 or 6 foot trunk, but with that said, it's only a 3 foot, so I'm utilizing the area to really boost that trunk, so potentially and hopefully we'll be able to walk under the fronds there, giving us quite a cool feel as you come into the jungle area of the garden here. So overall, would I buy from Jungle in a Box and Palm Tree Company again? My answer is absolutely. Been really impressed with the stock here. So what you've all been waiting for, the prices on these. So the Cyathea Highland Lace came in at just £6.37 on discount. The Cyathea Cooperi came in at just £7.50 on discount. The Dixonia fibrosa came in at $29.99, which I thought was a pretty good price for a medium-sized plant. And then we've also got a 3 foot, the Dixonia antarctica, which came in at just £199. Now, the Dixonia antarcticas are typically, priced per foot. They used to be quite a bit cheaper, but they have gone up. This seemed like a reasonable offer for a 3 foot trunked plant. But with that said, just be interested to kind of see what your thoughts are, if you grow any of these in your garden. Be interested to see how your experience is with these plants as well. Now, of course, with that said, if you have not checked out the friends of the channel, be in the comment section below. I'll also put a link to both Jungle in a Box as well as the Palm Tree Company in the description below and in the comments. Now, of course, with that said, if you've not subscribed to our channel, certainly feel free to do so. Got quite a bit more content coming out as we go. And of course, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.